All righty, well, welcome back from lunch. I hope you all had enough to eat. I personally started with dessert, which, Leanne isn't here, is she? Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, perfect. Well, I hope you enjoyed the presentation so far. I thought that this morning was excellent. The afternoon presentations are awesome too. Dr. Tom tells me he's got some real tricks up his sleeve, so I can't wait to see what that's about. While neck cancer is rare, there really is no doubt about it that it isn't as rare as people have thought. As many as 12,000 new patients are diagnosed every year here in the U.S. And it's generally thought that there are 120,000 living in the U.S. right now. So I'm pretty sure, that Marianne and some of you might not think that it's such a rare thing, and that more attention needs to be focused on this. Now, there's another factor that nobody has really touched on, and that's that in 2008 was the first time that the ICD-9 codes even had a code for NETs. So up until then, all the statistics did not include neuroendocrine tumor patients. That's generally correct, right? So now that there is a code, the numbers are going to go up, that's for sure. Well, why go through all this advocacy stuff? I mean, it's all great, fun, whatever. Why not just let the doctor go and do his or her job? Are these patient conferences even necessary? Well, the fact is that the incidence of NETs is rising. There are more and more treatment options out there, and yet we speak to patients every single day that have never even heard of them. So that's something to consider. Somehow these new diagnostic methods and treatment options have to be made available to everybody. A lot of people have been told, you like that? Isn't that neat? A lot of people have been told, sorry, there's just nothing we could do. We'll watch it, you got 5 years, so don't worry about it, that kind of thing. This cancer never responds to chemo. In many cases, these patients have given up, and that's where we take exception. Thankfully, there are a few doctors who really are truly well-versed in NETs. And when referred to these NET experts, patients find that there often are options. Now, as a patient advocate, I don't diagnose or treat patients. Trust me, you wouldn't want me to give you an injection or hop in on a surgery or anything like that. You need a dedicated team of experts to be able. How'd that happen? You need a dedicated team of experts to treat you, somebody that understands NETs. The experts of this generation have done a great job, I think, in generating the research, finding new treatments, using the meager resources that's at their disposal. Heightened awareness can ensure that more patients get the highest level of care, and it will also increase the level of funds available for research. Better awareness and increased research, funding for research are at the core of CCAN's mission. I'm going to jump back to last year and recap a little bit. With the help of many advocacy groups around the world, and Grace is here from the Carcinoid Cancer Foundation and dozens of other ones, November 10th of last year became the first worldwide NET Cancer Awareness Day. An education video that CCAN and NANETS produced was first seen that day worldwide, and Novartis really had a tremendous intra-company awareness event, and we were there to answer their questions about the life of a NET patient. My wife Marianne works as an advocate, and she's here somewhere too, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. basically, virtually every day. And it was gratifying to see her hard work honored with the Warner Advocacy Award last year. This award is presented annually by Novartis Oncology to honor patient, advocate, or caregiver who most embodies the passion, dedication, leadership, and spirit of Monica Warner, the way that she assisted patients, caregivers, and families affected by NETs. At our request, New York State has recognized November as Carcinoid Cancer Awareness Month since 2006. In 2010, we successfully petitioned the states of Arkansas, Connecticut, Illinois, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, and a few other ones as well to issue proclamations as well. And I think this is something that basically anybody can do. You really just, it's a question of some persistence. You write to the governor and he gives it to somebody on his staff and they issue a proclamation. But it helps them to know that there are people out there worried about this disease. All right, anybody not know about Facebook? Okay, everybody knows about Facebook, and having a presence there is a good way to promote awareness. CCAN's Facebook cause site grew to over 4,600 members and became a daily meeting place and a resource for many patients around the country. So we've seen a lot of good things happen for NET patients last year, and also in the last 10 years, to be honest with you. A lot of progress has been made. I believe that we currently have the opportunity to send a clear message to the world that more effort needs to be devoted to NET cancer research, education, and awareness. Now's the time to build this awareness, and if many individuals participate, the sum of our efforts will add up to quite a bit. So, you're probably asking yourself, that's great, but what could I do? Well, this is something that's very simple, but I think extremely important. When you go to your doctors, just ask them to join NANETS, the North American Neuroendocrine Tumor Society. NANETS has guidelines for the management of NETs, so it's a great place to start, and it's easy for you. Or why not lead a support group? Support groups don't have to, hey, you like that? That's pretty cute. Doesn't have to be formal, it doesn't have to be large, just a place for people to discuss their issues and feel safe doing it. It's an important patient resource, you can't have too much of it, and CCAN helps support group leaders by providing literature and basic supplies, as well as how-to advice for starting and running successful groups. This is easy too, you just need to be prepared to network when somebody says, gee, what's that? You need a 30-second elevator speech and let them know what it is. Most important of all, we really need to create a public show of support, something that proves to sponsors, it proves to medical centers, to everyone, that there is a need for better care for NET patients. So make sure you get out to NET fundraisers, to walks, conferences, to all kinds of events, and bring your friends. Well, we spoke about NET Cancer Day. The 10th, November 10th of this year is Worldwide NET Cancer Awareness Day again. It's a great opportunity for us to be recognized. Now, CCAN has arranged to have a flag flown over the U.S. Capitol in honor of NET cancer patients across the U.S. on November 10th. We'll also be doing a webinar or releasing a video with a NET expert for patients here worldwide. Just log on to netcancerday.org and join the thousands of patients who are choosing to do something and be part of a global solution. September 20th to 22nd of 2012 is the next National NET Patient Conference down in New Orleans, y'all. So we should all get down there. And there's another reason why you should get down there. September 20th happens to be Mary Ann's birthday. So if you want to come down and celebrate, you can use the conference as a nice excuse for getting down there. Well, that's basically all that I have. I hope someday patient advocacy is not even something that's needed, but until it is not needed, we'll be here for you. Thanks.